Michael Bosey. Welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm really excited to be back at the mic after a little hiatus for the summer. August is a little slower, so I went on a nice vacation, feeling refreshed, renewed, but happy to be back here with you because I got a great season planned. Really want to dig into SEO in a much deeper way. I'm building an online course around that, and I'm really excited about it. I'll tell you a little bit more about this later in the episode, but it's made me think actually that I've got to change the format of the podcast a little bit with this. One is I feel like I want to publish a little bit more. I've been doing started out publishing every week. I felt like that might have been a little bit too much. Cut it down to every other week, but I think I'm going to go for something a little bit in between where I'm publishing about maybe 3 times a month and then leave the 4th week for publishing a blog post. And for those of you who are on my email list, you know that my email is a feed, right? Every time I publish a piece of content, a podcast episode, a blog, or whatever, for those of you who have selected every new post, first of all, thank you. That's awesome. But that means you hear from me as soon as I publish something, and I feel like you don't really need to hear from me more than once a week. I think that's fair. So I think that's what I'll do, 3 times a month. Let's try it and see how that works out. But also what I want to do is try to make each episode a little bit shorter in general. I mean, again, you don't really need to hear me go on for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't want to do that. I want to have these things be things that you can immediately apply, just a short content snack, if you will, and something you can take back to your business right away. Let's see how this works out. And, let me know what you think, if you like the new format or whatever. So, all right. So anyway, it is the season opener. And today's topic is actually perfect for a season opener because it's all about beginnings. When you start from scratch with a new business, new venture, new job, new anything, right? We all start from zero. And to me, zero is awesome because zero is possibility. Everything's in front of you, right? And it's why I love doing what I do and why also the corporate world wasn't the right fit for me, because to me, it's absolutely thrilling to go from 0 to 60, not so much going from 60 to 65. I love helping my clients do the 0 to 60 thing. I just think that thrust and acceleration is absolutely thrilling, gratifying. Just being able to have a huge impact and make that kind of progress all at once is a lot of fun. And of course, look, for going 60 to 65, to use that metaphor, that's important too, to keep a business going or keep it growing or whatever. But it's, to me, just not as exciting. I love that first part of a business. But the reality is also the zero part is tough too, right? We all start there, but, it can leave you feeling confused. What do you do? What's the first thing? Am I spending time on the right things? Am I going to make a huge mistake? You can feel totally lost or frustrated. And when I look at it, when I look at my work with clients of all different types, I can tell you 2 things about this. One, if you want to start a business, you'd better get creative about it. And if you're a creative, you'd better start thinking like a business. Now, I devoted a whole episode to this concept where I said creativity is a business imperative. Not nice to have, not something that's going to give you an advantage. It's actually an imperative. And I work with very small business owners, sometimes solo entrepreneurs. I mentor startups who are starting from zero as well. And let me say this very, very clearly. Your product itself is not enough, even if it's excellent. And your service itself is not enough, even if it's excellent too. Now, obviously, these things are key to running a business. You got to have a good product, good service, whatever. You got to be able to deliver on this. But there are tons of people with good products, good services, good salespeople, good customer service. But how do we as underdogs, people like you and me, compete with those who can hire a great staff, stock a warehouse full of products, etc., right? We're small players. we connect. We use our creativity to form connections with people over content. We use our creativity to teach people what we know so that they can go and help themselves. We use our creativity to build a relationship with them until they trust us enough to ask for specific help where they'll actually pay us, right? And we use our creativity to give people the language to use to actually do the selling for us. And for people like us, the small players, this is a requirement. The business doesn't scale unless you do this. And this is why writers rule. We call the shots. So if you don't think that you're a writer, first of all, let me disabuse you of that. Of course you are, right? You write all the time. Just think of your emails. Your emails alone count. Think of all the times you've explained your business or a product or a sales pitch or answered a question via email. You know how to write. So you just have to get in that mindset of, oh, hey, I'm going to use my creativity to help me build my business and build my audience. But look, the same goes for creatives of all types too, right? The folks who can make explainer videos or tutorial videos or podcasts like this one, or images or graphs or charts or slide decks. I mean, if you're good at that, awesome. That's going to help your business, using your creativity to get in there and help your business. And look, if you don't feel like you're strong in any of these skills, get good at one of them. Writing is the one that's going to help you the most, but any of these other things, producing some media that's going to be able to connect with customers, with potential customers, that's going to help you. These skills are necessary. They're an imperative for today's small business owners. It's the only way that we can get in there and compete with larger entities and folks who have a financial advantage over us, a human resource advantage over us. It's the only way that we can do it. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, right? Creatives. If you feel pretty good about those creative skills, great. This is a huge advantage if you're a great writer, a producer of videos, a photographer, audio engineer. Great. But here's the thing. Too many of you are focused on the art and not the business. And I get that, right? You're in it to produce your art. And the business part seems like, I'm not good at that. I don't want to learn that. It seems like it's icky or I have to sell out. None of that has to be true in the way that you do your marketing. Again, let me be clear about this. Your creativity is not enough. If you do not hone your business skills, your creative work will go nowhere. And look, I hate to be so harsh, but it kills me to see creatives fail, especially when you're producing really good work, putting in a ton of effort into your music, your film, your graphic novels, your young adult fiction, your poetry, your jewelry, your paintings, and then just hoping that someone will buy it. Putting it up on Etsy is not enough. Same for Behance or Patreon or Kickstarter, Noise Trade, SoundCloud, Wattpad, Lulu, CreateSpace, Amazon, KDP. Getting your music on Spotify is not enough. Look, you get the idea. Distribution is not the problem. Attention is. Trust is. And that's where your creativity comes in. It's not just about getting people's attention. That part's easy, right? This doesn't have to be a race to the bottom like reality TV or tabloids. This is about building trust and assembling an audience that is dying to buy from you. For creatives, that's your book, your album, your graphic novel, your painting. You get it. But for small business owners, freelancers, that's your product or the service that you offer. And we are all the same. Creatives are business people and business people are creatives. And we can all learn from one another. And we all start from zero. Now, as you know, if you're a subscriber to this podcast, I offer a ton of free help on this stuff. And I see some of you just drinking it down, learning stuff, getting something out of it, applying it. And I really appreciate, one, when you're having success with it. And two, when you reach out to say thanks or offer suggestions or whatever, please keep doing that. I love to hear your stories. And as you know, though, I don't have all the answers, right? All I can do is get you started. sparking you to start, give you the lay of the land, help you avoid some of the landmines that I've hit, the errors I've made, my mistakes, so you don't have to, right? So if you know of someone who is either a creative who's not thinking like a business person or a business person who's not thinking like a creative, send them this episode. It'll be a good starter kit. But also, here's the thing. I've been building a set of online courses just so that this is, super structured, sequence, so that you can get in there, learn what you need to know. You don't have to fish around on a podcast, a blog, or whatever. I'm trying to make a series on different topics. And I got a few of these courses for free right now. If you go to controlmousemedia.com/courses, you'll see all of them there, the current ones, and the ones that are planned. And the ones that are planned, you can sign up to be notified. But a couple courses I'll point your attention to. One is called How to Start a Business, a case example. This is 8 video lessons. It's for anyone who's starting a business, and just gives you the things that you do from a standing start. Get started with your marketing right away, and just take you through this case study of me starting my own business. Second course is called Content Strategy Basics. This is a pretty quick overview of content strategy, just so you can understand what you need to do to activate this whole process, these things that I'm talking about, give you a quick roadmap. This course content is completely open to the public. You don't even need to register. It was my way to pay it forward on the people who were nice to me when I was starting out. Then, of course, I have Content Marketing for Creatives. This one is much more comprehensive. It's for writers and visual artists and musicians, and it's got 42 video modules, dozens of worksheets, templates, guided assignments. Got a bunch of people in this course right now, and it's been really nice to see them have some success with this. And taking their creative business to the next level. It's really cool. And subscribers, this is a paid course, but subscribers like you get a discount. Just go to controlmousemedia.com/MWM for Marketing Without the Marketing. Again, left a link in the show notes for you. All right, cool. So I mentioned at the top of this episode that I was going to be starting my series on SEO. Really excited about that because I feel like I got a little bit of a different angle on SEO than what I see out there. And I'm going to be doing a whole series of episodes in the podcast. I'm going to try to keep them nice and tight, keep them strategic. And then those are going to contribute to this course that I'm building, where I'm going to be able to get in there with, screenshots and walkthroughs and how to actually implement it. So I hope you'll subscribe, you'll share it. I'll be doing this throughout the fall. It should be a lot of fun. If you want to sign up to be notified when the actual course is done, controlmousemedia.com/SEO-basics, or you can find it on that courses page. So you can see I got a ton of stuff planned for both the podcast, some blog posts, but I've been having a great time building these online courses and teaching people the stuff that I know, so that, hey, you can go out there and apply it yourself to your own business. It's just been really fantastic and a lot of fun. So, okay. Thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to a great fall season. I really appreciate your attention as always, and we'll see you on the next episode.